Yeah, I'm voting for Trump. Trump has put his tariffs all over the place. I've been trying to understand them. I don't. And everything's in the because of it. Donald Trump just cost me $20 million or whatever he did. Maybe don't be on the golf course.
Everyone in this room, everyone loves you. And I just want to say you're a true hero for this country. I don't know how many of you guys are invested in crypto or stocks. What the is going on with our country? Guys, why am I poor?
Because Donald Trump is the nominee against Joe Biden, I won't just vote for him. I will walk over broken glass to vote for him. His giant tariff policy that he just dropped on the market unilaterally, probably unconstitutionally.
This is a vivid demonstration of very well-known, prominent Trump fans, whether they're in your feeds, as they say, or not, going through their own personal experience of the harm of these Trump economic policies as their viewers watch.
You have got to be kidding me. Wait a minute. No.
One man said, yes, I will vote for Trump. Fast forward to today, and he's in tears saying tariffs are destroying his business and costing him $20 million. Maybe next time, don't cast your vote from the golf course. He backed the tariff king, and now he's drowning in taxes he helped bring to life, ironing, karma, or just plain economic chaos. Bro, what is even going on in our country right now? That's the $1 million question, the Rose, or maybe the $20 million question if you are Mr. Tariff tears over there. In today's video, we are breaking down the madness, how Trump's new wave of tariffs is shaking up the economy, why people are regretting their votes, and how the internet reacting in real time. Spoiler alert, is a mess. Let's dive in.
No. I'm sorry. You don't get to complain. We warn you. Project 2025 was released. Everything that Trump is doing right now is a step by step in the Project 25. We warn you. Everybody warned you. The whole fucking world warned you, and you decided to vote for Trump, and now you are fucked like everybody in the world is fucked, literally fucked. So no, don't complain, suck it up and be a fucking MAGA supporter like you want to be from the fucking get-go, you fucking dumb piece of shit. Yeah, fuck you.
Do you remember when we all used to watch Jackass, and they would set up the bed, and then you're all like, oh, that's gonna hurt somebody. Oh, wait, oh, Bam's gonna get hit in the nuts again. But everyone knew what was gonna happen, and they did it anyways. It was kind of funny. It's not really funny anymore, but the premise remains the same. My little girl knew this shit was gonna happen. Whatever. You do you, boo.
I'm not going to pretend like I'm not happy seeing all these horrible men lose a ton of money. I'm very happy about that, right? But for the regular, everyday, working to get by people, maybe it wasn't smart to think that a man who filed for bankruptcy 6 times was going to come in and save the economy. Maybe it wasn't prudent to think that a man who literally bankrupted a casino and almost took down all of Atlantic City was going to be able to come in and save the country. We had an overly qualified candidate, a black woman who had served in all 3 branches of government, who had an economics degree, who told you this was not going to be good. And let's just say you didn't want to listen to her, because y'all don't never like to listen to black women. 24 Nobel Prize winning economists came out and said this is not going to be good. And y'all thought that the man who was literally doing car shows on the White House lawn and trying to run money-making schemes from the Resolute desk was going to be the answer to your problems. When has that man ever cared about regular people? While he was out stumping for president, he literally said when he employed people, he hated to pay them overtime, and so he would take them off the clock and bring in other people and pay them at their at a cheaper rate. That man has never cared about regular people. Listen to the way the vice president talked about China, who is one of our biggest lenders. We borrow money from Chinese peasants to buy things that Chinese peasants make. When have they ever cared about regular, everyday working to get by people? This man defrauded the bank system in New York. He overinflated his wealth so that he could get more money at cheaper rates. You'd be in prison if you did that. And y'all thought that he was going to come in and save the economy. Racism is expensive. It is.
You have got to be kidding me. Wait a minute. I know I've got to be reading this wrong. You have truly got to be kidding me. Imhotep Sankofa, the wild guy. Wow! The Trump administration is having early talks to hold a military parade in the nation's capital on June 14th, which is his birthday. This man, this orange menace, wants to hold a military parade on his born day. This is the stuff that autocrats and authoritarian regimes do. Think about when you looked at North Korea back in the day, and China, and they had all their military out there stomping and stuff like that, and their leaders is up there smiling and giggling. This man is gone. And guess who pays for it? All you maggots and all you blackgats who support this man. Guess who pays for it? Probably at a cost of $100 to $200 million. Guess who pays for it? We, the taxpayers. Just like he's cost us $29 million already paying for his golf. He's nothing but a grifter. He's nothing but a freeloader. He and all his cronies, what he's doing to the stock market and the economy is on purpose. He's doing exactly what he's been paid and told to do, probably by Putin and probably by others. But this is preposterous. Wants to use the military to celebrate his birthday. What else can he do? What?
If that motherfucker isn't trying to be a dictator, he's damn sure wearing a dictator's uniform. If Donald Trump is not trying to be a fucking dictator, he damn sure gets up every fucking morning to put on a dictator's uniform. This motherfucker wants a goddamn military parade on his birthday. Hey, veterans, y'all voted for that? That's your mans? Hey. Veterans for Trump. That's your mans. That's your mans. I understand that all of the ARs and FMs and DAPAMs that we ever had in the United States military were based on a 6th grade reading level. But you're not about to sit up and tell me y'all are so fucking stupid as to look at that and think, oh, wow, that's really patriotic. No other president has ever had a fucking military parade on their birthday. Hey, Veterans for Trump. This your man's? While he's cutting your goddamn benefits with that fucking child of apartheid busted nut baby, Elon Musk, he wants a whole fucking military parade on his birthday. Hey, that's your man's? That's your man's? That's your man's? Because if that motherfucker is not trying to be a dictator, bitch, he gets up every morning and dresses up as dictator man. He damn sure look like he's trying to be. And you dumbasses will sit up and be okay with it. That's the fucked up part. That's the fucked up part. Everybody capitulates to this little bitch. Everybody tries to tell me I should get the fuck out if I don't like the fucking way America is. But this motherfucker wants a goddamn military parade on his birthday? Where you veteran? Hey, I don't hear you. Hey, do I need to go get my hearing aids? Is that what I gotta do? Do I gotta go get my hearing aids to hear you motherfuckers? Hey, this your man's? This your man's? If that motherfucker is not trying to be a goddamn dictator, he damn sure is walking around here in the fucking Justice League costume of one. That's your man's? This is making America great. A whole ass military parade for his fucking birthday. Something no president, Republican, Democrat, Whig, or what have you, has ever tried to do. We didn't even do it for Lincoln. I mean, not Lincoln, but for fucking Washington, who was the first president. Hey, that's your man's? Is that your man's?
Before my head hits the pillow for tonight, I'd like to say something about this whole $92 million military parade for President Cheeto. What the fuck is he doing? Now, he's already cut off military benefits, some of them. Doggy has something to do with that. And he is trying to cut all ties to veteran affairs benefits or whatever. But he wants a military parade on his birthday. On his birthday. He wants the tanks. He wants the marching. He wants to look over your shoulder and salute. Sound familiar? Well, it should. Because Kim Jong-un, aka the Bond villain, does the exact same shit. Just cuz. Kim Jong-un gets up in the morning, probably showers, watches Square Head and everything, and thinks to himself, I want the military parade for me. And what they need. And they give him one. Complete with missiles that he shoots off like fireworks. His military stomping inside, looking over his shoulder, that type of shit. Cheeto made a reference to that a few years ago. He says he just loves how Kim Jong-un's soldiers stand at attention and, with their arms out and everything else. And that's what he wants for his military. Well, we are now hearing that he wants a $92 million military parade for his birthday. Dictator on one day, right? Right. Dictator on one day. We are one hairpin shy of the president for life from Escape from LA. That's what we're getting. Because this asshole, this jackass, this motherfucker wants a military parade on his birthday. He wants to be Kim Jong-un Trump. He wants to have the square head. He wants to be laughing when missiles are going off in the air. All that type of shit. Now, while he's planning this military parade, people that were actually in the military are getting their benefits cut off. Now, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I never served in the military, but I have all the respect for a military man or woman. So this right here is bullshit. What the fuck would you want a military parade on your birthday? What for? What's the purpose? I mean, on your birthday? Really? It makes me tired. But you are cutting out benefits to veterans. You are firing every fucking person from each and every one of these government workers that are unemployed and wishing they can get a job somewhere else and blah, blah, blah. But you want to waste $92 million, which is the cost of this whole fucking military parade you're trying to jam over, for your birthday. Taxpayers' money on a military parade for your birthday. Well, in that case, I'm almost 50 years old. I'll be 50 in 6 months. And I want a parade right outside my door.
So let's talk about the guy who proudly said he was voting for Donald Trump loud and clear. Yes, he said Trump's the man for the economy. Fast forward to now, and this same man is crying, literally crying, that Trump's new wave of tariffs have cost him $20 million. And listen, I have been trying to understand this. I really have, but I can't. Because what exactly did you think was going to happen when you put your vote behind a man who is always made it clear that tariffs, trade wars, and protectionist policy were central to his economy playbook? This isn't some surprise twist in season 3. This is the same script he's been reading from season 2006. American First isn't just a slogan, it's a policy direction, and it comes with the consequences. Now the irony here is brutal. The guy who voted for Trump to protect American business is now watching his own profits disintegrate because of the very thing he endorsed, tariffs. And it's not just him. We are watching this ripple across the economy. Industries that rely on global trade, manufacturing and imported materials are taking a hit. Prices are going up. Supply chains are getting stressed, and those small business owners who bought into the fantasy of we will bring job back are realizing that it's not that simple. Trade doesn't work like flipping a light switch, and when you start flipping tariffs on everything from steel to electronics, other countries respond. That is how trade war starts. But maybe what is even more telling is the emotional part. This isn't just about numbers and percentage and economy charts. This man is publicly breaking down. He's saying he trusted Trump, that he believed the vision, and now he's lost millions. He's a harsh reminder that voting is not just symbolic, it has real world consequences, especially when you are dealing with someone who governs by impulse and ego, rather than strategy and consultation. Meanwhile, we have people like Adin Ross, a major streamer, going viral for saying what a lot of people are quietly wondering what is going on in our country. And honestly, it's a fair question. We are seeing a kind of confusion and instability that is not just political, it's cultural, social and economic. People don't know what to trust, and the institutions that are supposed to be steady forces, they are feel chaotic. It's wild to watch because Eddie Rose isn't a politician, he's not a business mogul, he's not an economist, he's a digital native with millions of followers who looks around and says what a whole generation is feeling. This doesn't make sense. Why are things getting worse when we are promised they did get better? Why is everything so expensive? Why is there so much drama around every decision? That is the thing. Whether you're a business owner, loses millions, or a streamer trying to understand the headlines, the question is the same. Where is this country headed? Let's be real here. Tariffs hasn't just numbers on policy sheets. They are taxes that hit businesses first and then trickle down to consumers. That means higher prices, reduced competition, and stray relationships with global partners. You don't create property by isolating your economy. You don't strengthen your country by burning bridges. And yet, that is the strategy that's been sold and bought by millions. The regret we are seeing now from voters, especially those in business, is a classic example of short-term thinking. Trump's messaging has always been strong on nationalism and economic strength, but the methods not so much. You can't run a global economy on sound bites. You can't make billion-dollar decisions based on applause lies at a rally. And yet, that is how we got here. So now, what happens? This man who says Trump cost him $20 million is one of the many. Some are just realizing the damage, others are still in denial. But the facts are right there. Tariffs are back, inflation is still squeezing wallets, and trust in government is in the tank. Whether you agree or not, the data doesn't lie. Businesses are hurting, consumers are hurting, and the so-called American First plan is starting to look like American Last, at least for anyone who depends on global supply chains or international partnerships. And the reactions, they range from disbelief to straighten up anger. Social media is full of people who feel duped, betrayed, and just confused. And look, it's fair to feel that way. We have been fed a lot of slogans and every little strategy. That is a dangerous combination when you are dealing with a global economy. People are seeing their businesses fall apart, their savings disappear, and they are wondering what went wrong. Well, here it is. What went wrong is that we keep treating politics like it's a reality show. We vote based on charisma, not competence. We trust billionaires who play golf more than economists who crush numbers. And then we act shocked when policy built on vibes instead of facts fall apart in the real world. This isn't just about Trump, it's about accountability, it's about asking hard questions before we cast our votes. It's about realizing that a leader personality is not a substitute for well thought out policy platform, because when you vote for someone who is inconsistent, impulsive, and prone to blame others, you better be ready for the consequences. And unfortunately, a lot of Americans are feeling those consequences right now in their businesses, their paychecks, and their daily lives. And to be clear, none of this about political hate or biases. It's about facts. Tariffs hurt businesses, isolate lists, policy damage economies, and trusting a leader without challenging their method is a recipe for disaster. So yeah, maybe don't vote from the golf course next time. Maybe ask a few questions before you check that box, because when you vote based on branding instead of policy, you might just find yourself on camera crying about how the guy who supported just touched your company's future. And to anyone still wondering what it is going on in this country, you are not alone. A lot of us are asking the same question. But maybe it's now the time we start demanding real answers instead of falling for catchy slogans. Thanks for watching. If you found this video thought-provoking, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and drop a comment below, especially if you have got your own story on or thoughts on this topic. I will be reading all of your comments, and I will catch you all in the next one.